How you doing, folks? Just a quick recap on Arthur Yard last night. Just to let you know where I am. I'm in a hotel. I'm not at home, so I missed the fight. It was a good fight. I wanted to be there, but I couldn't because I was doing something with my wife and my kids. That's not a bad view, is it? If you look close enough over there, there's a bonny Scotland. Hey, not really a Scottish accent. Can't do a Scottish accent. All right, Paul. That's it. Anyway, about the fight. What a performance! What a statement from Anthony Yard. I think that if I'm being honest, before the fight, it was a really difficult fight to call. I was thinking the fight before we've got. I think that my nose is ring. The fight before, Yard obviously was a bit one paced. Didn't start to the last round. Um, Arthur's jab dictated the fight, and he controlled the pace of his jab, and he won the fight. I thought he won the fight. It was a reasonably close fight, but he won the fight, and the right man got the hand raised at the end. And saying that coming in this fight, we're thinking, so what's going to happen? Obviously, Arthur's hand was hurt the last time. He's got two hands now. Yard will know he'll have to force the pace. He'll try and start the fight like he finished the 12th round, but the issue for me was thinking, does he have the lung capacity to do that? Now we all know since he had a lot of issues going on behind the scenes, um, deaths of family members through COVID and all. It must have been horrible and it must have been a very difficult time for him. But he seemed switched on and focused this time. Won the first round big, started strong, which he had to do. I actually think I gave the next round to Arthur, yeah, and then the next two rounds were Yards. Um, I was thinking Steve Bunce made a good point, just saying that he fought each round like it was his last round, and that's what he did because it was again questioning still how he started the fight. If this fight goes into the second half, how's he going to be able to deal with the pace? And I think an issue might be the size of him. He's too big to fight at a really high pace for 12 rounds. In saying that, he started like he was going to try and fight at a high pace for 12 rounds. So um, it's all a bit of a guessing game in this game, obviously. But I watched a few interviews of Yard. He was very, very emotional, talking about the win. Um, he he made a statement, and I think he was probably right. He says that a lot of people wouldn't have been able to perform at all in a fight, considering what on to him last year, and he probably made a fair point. Um, so mental strength, I think, is massive in this game. You need to have it. He certainly does have it. I think that um, yeah, I think that him and his team probably deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm saying his team, I mean Tunde and James Cook. So Tunde is someone who's taken a lot of criticism over the years, um, with I suppose people talk about his training methods, and they were saying they'd never sparred for fights, and I think it was all a bit of bluster anyway. I think it was a bit of a curveball. I don't believe that they don't spar, and it's just some of the advice in the corner. So now, when there's a performance like that, he needs to get the credit, and he deserves to get the credit. So I think that's what we should do. Um, but all in all, fantastic performance. Hopefully, Callum Johnson now beats Joe Smith Jr. and we've got an all British world title fight. That's what it looks like. Um, yeah, but big statement, huge statement actually. Not just the win, but how he done it. How Yard got the win. Um, I liked everything about that performance last night, and the stoppage as well from Lyndon Arthur. Maybe talk about a little bit about that. It was strange. Um, I think it was the body shot done most of the damage. Um, yeah, the body shot done most of the damage to him, and obviously he went down, but looked like he was going to get up, and he got up. He beat the count, and then the referee called it off, but he didn't complain. So I think he wanted out. Don't like to see it. I really don't like to see it. And even just afterwards, you know, come back to the change rooms, just losing a huge fight like that, and he's smiling and stuff. Um, yeah. You have to ask the question. Quit? Was that a quit? you can decide on that one. But it was a strange enough stoppage. But he can come again because he's a very, very good fighter. Lovely jab, and that was one of the reasons why I thought he was going to dictate the fight, because his jab was brilliant in the first fight. But um, yeah, I think all the credit has to go to Anthony Yarde here and his team for the performance of his career so far.